What's that word? What's that word, family? Hey, man, check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. Is to the streets, is to the mother effing streets. Your homeboy, Low from the Go. And today I got a very special guest in the building. But first, let me do my monologue real quick. Beef. Hey, man, the beef is cooking. They adding a little bit more spice to the mixture. They adding a little bit more spice. The other day, they added a little bit of young chop. They sprinkled it with a little bit of Mimo 600. And today they just do the whole shebang in there, man. The baby. The biggest artist to speak on his whole entire situation. But is he the biggest artist? Because Young Boy is the self-proclaimed king of YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. And if we got a person like the baby and Lil Durk going at it, Boss Top, we gotta pick sides. It seemed like Young Chuck already picked a side, right? He picked Young Boy's side, didn't he? Oh man, it's getting deeper than that. Chicago niggas picking out of town niggas over Chicago niggas. Is that what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know, man. So I'm gonna have to break this whole entire fiasco down from the beginning. And that's why we got our very special guest on the phone with us right now is behind the scenes with Gigi. Gigi, why don't you say hello to the peoples?
Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Gigi.
All right, Gigi. So you know a little bit about this situation, right?
Yes, I've
And
been doing my research.
you've been doing your research. So where can the people find you at?
They can find me on Instagram and YouTube under Behind the Scenes with Gigi.
And what type of show you actually got? Because right now you're doing gossip with me. So what type of show do you actually have?
I do a little bit of gossip, a little bit of blogging, everyday life.
Okay. Okay, that sounds great. That sounds phenomenal. All right, so Gigi, what do you know about this entire situation going back to the beginning?
Okay, so I know that the beef started about 2 years ago. So they were mad. OTF, which is Lil Durk, they were mad because Young Boy would not give them any features. So apparently he's done features with certain people. He's just picky with his features.
So he didn't want
He's
to do it.
given Kevin Gates one.
So he don't want to give Little Dirk a feature? Why would he not want to give Little Dirk a
No,
feature? Oh wow.
I don't know. That's kind of weird.
All right, let me
He
ask you
wouldn't give
this.
Dirk one or King Von.
Have you ever given somebody a feature that's close to Dirk?
Yes,
All right, we'll get into that. Now
but it was a
I want you to
right.
go
We'll get
back. I
into
want you to
that.
go back. We'll get into that. So go back to where you was at, GG.
Okay. So they mad that he wouldn't give them a feature, but he has given features to Kevin Gates and of course the baby now. But
Hmm.
somebody that's close to Dirk them that he gave a feature to was Asian Dow.
Asian Dial. Mm.
Yes.
Sprinkle a little bit of Asian Dial on that beef.
He gave her a feature right before King Von passed away,
So this whole beef
but she
entire
never released it.
was this entire beef. She never released it. Wow. Mm.
She never released the song.
Wow. Kudos to Asian Dial. Maybe she really did love King Von, right?
Right.
All right, continue,
So what was
GG.
going on was Von was talking. Well, he was kind of picking with Young Boy on lives. Like he would say little stuff about him not giving him a feature, and then he would always say like he's joking and all that. And then the beef escalated when Von passed away because Quando Rondo falls under Young Boy, and Lil Tim is Quando Rondo's best friend, and that's the person who killed King Von.
So that
So,
happened, and now what's next?
so they were picking with Quando Rondo while Young Boy was locked up. They were saying Dirk was booking his shows and waiting on him to show up so he can do something to him. And Dirk even put it in the song once. He was like, "Book him. I wish he would come." So there was a lot of speculation that Dirk had rented out Quando Wando's concert to do something for him.
Yeah, I heard something about that. Like they rented out the whole like first couple of rows was gonna be.
Venue, yeah, the first couple rows, yep.
Did they do that? That didn't happen, right? Because of bomb threats and threats of the place being shot up, right?
It was speculation. Like there's not 100% guarantee that they, well, 100% saying that they actually did do it. So I can't tell you if that's true or not. But he did say it in his song.
Okay, okay, okay.
So they like to tell on each other in the song.
Yes, they do. Of course, they do. It's called dry snitching or self snitching. I do believe they call it nowadays. You're self snitching on yourself. So the beef starts to escalate, right? And now we got
Right.
what? We got the baby joining forces with young boy, right? Mm.
Yes, but we're not gonna get to that yet because we got a lot more to cover.
Well, go ahead,
We got
Gigi.
to talk about when we got to talk about young boy getting out of jail and deciding to drop his this song. I hate young boy in response to Little Durk's this song. Aha.
Mm.
So in Young Boy's I Hate Young Boy song, he talks about Little Durk, King Von, India, which is Dirk's fiance,
We
Big Dirk, which is Dirk's daddy, Gucci, Gucci Man, Boosie, and Lil Baby.
hmm. Well, there's two names on
That
that
was the
list.
day after.
There's two names on that list, man, that I think should not be on that list, and that's
I agree.
India
I already know.
and Big Dirk. Why would you put some people that has nothing to do with the situation into the situation, NBA young boy? I think he took a L on that one. But continue real quick, Gigi.
Okay, so I thought we was on the same page. We not, and I'm gonna tell you why. So he included India because in Dirk's song, Aha, Dirk talks about young boy's baby mom. He was saying he told King Von to leave her alone because she posts on OnlyFans.
Wait a minute. King
So
Von
he was
was messing with Dirk's baby mama? Or,
they were talking. I don't think they were messing around. They were just, you know, talking like having like friendly conversation.
okay. Friendly conversations. I'll
Yeah,
take that.
right. So he, I could understand young boy bringing up India because he basically tried to call his baby mama a HOE. And he was like, "Nah, that's your baby mama."
Wow.
Big Dirt, I mean, that's his daddy. He don't have nothing to do with it, but it's like, But I think the two people he should have left out of this was Gucci and Boosie and Lil Baby.
Why?
They don't got nothing to do with none of it. These is old heads. They don't, and Lil Baby just ain't got nothing to do with it. He's cool with Dirt, but he's not in OTF or nothing like that. He ain't said nothing about the beef.
Mm,
He ain't brought it up. He ain't spoke on it. Because they don't have nothing to do with him.
right. Right. Of course not.
So it was weird that he even brought them up. But I kind of can understand his point to that too, because a friend of my enemy is not my friend. Okay,
Well, let me ask you this, Gigi. Who had the better diss track?
I listen to the most, even though I'm from Chicago. I'm Lil Durk hard. Young boy had the better diss. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, who had the better diss between Gucci and Youngboy? I'm gonna say
Young boy.
Gucci. I'm gonna young.
I see. I wanted to get into that Gucci one because I like Gucci, and I even wrote down a couple of his lyrics. I done heard the song like 5 times,
Well, I heard the song.
but
Uh,
but young boy diss was so well calculated. Like he literally just went in. And it was a nice beat. It just went crazy. So
Right.
no, I can't even lie. I can't lie. I'll be honest. He had the best diss.
Mm. So Young Boy shut down everybody.
I'm sorry, but I thought Gucci diss was good. He said up in there. He said, "Why you diss me for publicity?" He said, "Is you in the streets or industry, yeah?" He said, "Is you my friend or my enemy?" My fan, excuse me. He said, "Is you my fan or my enemy?" And then he said at the end of it, he said, "I thought you felt like Gucci Mane in 2006,"
Mm. Mm,
which is
mm.
what Young Boy said in one of his songs before.
When I hear that part right there, the Gucci Man back in 2006 part, it's almost like that beef I was telling you about. And it's like when Gucci Man said that, he put the chars on the beef. They
Hmm.
was the seasoning. But Gucci Man said that one line made me feel like Gucci Man killed it because Gucci put the chars on the beef. He put the black lines for those who don't understand. Ah, how about
I
that?
I feel like it was hard, but I feel like if he would have added it in a song and had Young Boy verse, like his voice over it when he actually said it, like I feel like I'm Gucci Man in 2006, it would have just really killed it. It would have made it 10 times better.
Whoo, ooh, I can hear it in
If
my
he would have
head.
put that, if he would have put Young Boy actually said, it would have been 10 times better.
Yeah, I can actually hear that in my head. All right, so let's fast forward. What's going on next?
Okay, so now we're gonna talk about the baby getting in there.
But we gotta go with the towel boys that the baby said was working with Lil Durk. He said I do believe he called NBA young boy a towel boy. I mean he called excuse me, Mimo 600 a towel boy, and he also said the same thing about I'm assuming Boss Top. Boss Top who called for people to pick sides in this situation. Boss Top. Are you familiar with Boss Top? I'm not.
No, I'm actually not
Oh, so so
familiar with that stuff.
so let me get this right. Let me get this right. Are you familiar with Boss Top's music?
No.
Wow. Wow. You know, that's the crazy thing about it is, I thought it was because I'm an old nigga. I'm an older man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just one of these old heads that you call an old head. That's what I am. I'm an old head, and I haven't heard none of Boss Top's music that I can say, "Oh, that's that nigga Boss Top. He snapped on that." And Mimo, he got the Stepper song. Uh, if you play that song, I know who it is. But Boss Top, I don't know anything that he made, man. In fact, I think he's not even part of OTF. I think he's part of Chief Keef's crew. I know he used to hang out with Keef, and he was accused of stealing a chain
Hmm.
from Soldier Boy or something like that. I'm not sure, but
Mm.
Boss Top said that the industry has to pick sides, and it may work in Chicago, but the picking sides don't work in the industry. And matter of fact, it may not even work in Chicago because guess what? Young Chop, the person that made Chief Keef's beat for Don't Like, Young Chop picked the side, man. He picked Young Boy. Whoo,
Hmm.
whoo, whoo, whoo. Talking about adding the smoke to the beef.
Okay. Yes. And he said that he also talked about Gucci and told him he need to sit his old self down.
Oh, you know one thing though? Maybe Young Chop didn't add the smoke to the beef. Maybe he just added a side tray. And I think that side tray was macaroni because that's what his fat ass was eating on when he was picking Young Boy. That nigga just a side dish now. You know what I'm saying? He's upset. He's not even the fucking the salad dressing. He's not even on top of
Main
the
course.
salad.
He's
Right.
not the main course.
And that
But
that
a
that
lot of people were saying they they think he got a project coming because he just inserted him. This is what I'm talking about. A lot of people inserting themselves into beats that ain't got nothing to do with them.
Right. So
It don't
let me
matter if you don't
before
like
before you
Dirk. This
say
don't
that
got nothing to do with you.
before you say that, let me ask you this. Should Mimo and Boss Top, because I don't even think Mimo or Boss Top is part of OTF. I know they got homeboys in OTF, but I don't think that they're part of OTF. And they're some of the biggest rappers out of O Block is Mimo 600 and Boss Top. So, but I really don't think they're part of OTF because, we're
Hmm.
going to get to that in the future with the baby when he made his statement. But, I don't think
Yeah.
they're part of OTF. So, should they be speaking for Little Dirk if they're not his right hand man or know what's going on? And
No,
look, what do you think about even Boss Top calling for the industry to pick a side?
I feel like everybody, and this is what I was saying when I said I think they're escalating the beat. Even the blogs and all that. Everybody trying to insert themselves and say how they feel and all that. No, they shouldn't do that. Let Dirk and his people handle it, and YoungBoy and his people handle it. Like this is unnecessary extra drama. Y'all just bring internet drama, internet gangster.
All right, well,
Probably not gonna do nothing in it.
wow, and those are very powerful words right there. And I got another thing right here. Now the baby had to speak out because
Mm.
Mimo 600, made
He
a
basically
statement.
said that he said he don't blame the baby because he thought he would save his career. So I'm guessing he's saying he thought the baby thought young boy would save his career.
Come on now, Gigi. That's an inside joke to say that he's falling off from a guy with one song that isn't even popular outside of drill music. You know what I'm saying? The baby had a whole
Yeah.
fucking circus going on in this video. Had girls twerking upside down, fucking Chinese groups dancing. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell is Mimo? I'm from
But you know what?
Chicago and I know the song.
The baby was in a lot of he was under a lot of fire when he made them comments about um the LGBTQ community. So
And
he was in a lot of hot seats. Nobody wanted to book him
okay, and he's the
when
baby.
he
He could have came
he
back
was
with anybody
everywhere.
else. He could have came and did music with anybody else. You
But
know,
it took a while for them to even let him back into the circle. You get what I'm saying?
young
Like they
boy.
didn't all the places he was booked for, they dropped him. They were dropping them off phone. They were dropping them left and right, left and right.
Mm,
So that I can understand him saying like he think young boy is like saving his career, but that's not his place to say.
right, because nobody's saving his career. It's almost like he's a blogger now. Like he's like one of
Dirk
us.
ain't put him on no video. What video he Dirk put him in? What feature he got from them?
That's what I'm saying. Is he even part of OTF? Is he even a part of the group OTF?
Do you belong here, sir? No. Oh,
He's trying to sneak
but the
in.
baby, right? He tried to get in the back door. Close that back door.
Close that back door, Dirk.
But the baby had quite a few responses, and he basically said that their big homie, which I'm trying to figure out what big homie he talking about. You talk about Dirk? He said their big homie was in his DM waving a white flag, and he also said that it's just business, and that King Von has his utmost respect,
Right.
which you should not even put that in the same sentences.
Well, let's get into it a little
I
bit.
found that disrespectful.
Right. Let's get into it just a little bit, Gg. Y'all cowboy ass niggas, funny as hell. Y'all on the internet playing, trying to run your stripes up while your big dog is in my DM waving the white flag. Y'all niggas
Mm,
must be
mm,
on this. He said, y'all niggas must not be on the same page over there at OTF. But check this out.
mm,
It ain't a nigga, a gang, a city, or a neighborhood in the world scary enough to make the baby pick and choose who he gets money with. He also says, I ain't one of them. You niggas This nigga said, "You niggas don't like it? Do something." I played it cool because y'all niggas want to make it about your partner. I'm assuming he's talking about King Von. And I don't speak on a
Mm-hmm.
dead. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on that. For real, for real. Every day I wake up to teach me a nigga like you. Do you think Mimo 600 can stand that baby want to put the paws on him?
I don't know. Baby been knocking people out. Baby been everything he talk about. He been doing. I may not like him, but everything he say he do.
Yeah, that's true. That's what makes it a little bit more scarier. You know, you got the big bad baby out here knocking niggas'
No,
heads
I
off
wouldn't
their
say all that now.
shoulders.
Cause guess what?
Oh, he's
You
not the
can knock
big bad
somebody out, but
baby?
you can't knock out no bullet.
Come on, man. You think these OTF niggas are really
You
out of
can't knock out
town
no
shooting
bullet.
at niggas? I don't believe that. You know, that's the thing. You know, my homeboy from, he went out of town and shit, got into it with some people, shot at a motherfucker. Now he's behind bars. You know, come on, that's Chicago mentality, man. We gotta cut it out. Everybody gotta learn to pick
Mm-hmm.
up their hand. Everybody gotta know how to throw them hands, especially when you're speaking on
They
people.
got to, but a lot of them don't do it.
So you think the baby's unsecured?
That's why King Von is where he at right now. Cause,
Right.
cause
Exactly.
Lil Tim didn't want to throw them hands.
Exactly. And a Chicago nigga, like I was saying, went someplace else and showed his Chicago side. And a lot of places got their own gangsters there. So when you go to Atlanta, you
Mm-hmm.
go to Los Angeles, you go to New York, they got their own gangsters there that know the system, they know the roadways. Lil Tim did that shit in front of the cops.
Mm-hmm.
So continue, Gigi.
But yeah, I felt like it was very disrespectful for him to add King Von into that to say he respects him, but he got to get his money. Let me tell you something. The first thing, all money ain't good money.
Mm.
I don't care how much. All money ain't good money. The baby got his kids to think about. He got all the stuff he's trying to do to think about, and now you're basically picking a side because now you're with young boy. Y'all just dropped the whole project together.
You
You
know,
you with young boy,
I don't think
and like I said, a
Gigi,
friend of my enemy is not my friend.
he's not your friend at all anyway. He's not your friend. He's a coworker.
No, that's what I'm.
He's a
That's what.
coworker.
Listen, that's what that's what young boy said, and that's why he dissed Gucci and Boosie, and that's what I'm seeing. That's what it is. I
Oh,
can understand.
oh, ooh, you just stuck the fork in it. You put the fork in it. It's done. The beef is ready to come up off the grill. Ooh,
That's
you
what I'm
put the
telling
fork
you.
in it.
That's why I could understand why young boy did what he did, where he dissed everybody, because he said, "Y'all is Durk friend. Y'all ain't my friend. Y'all making songs with him and doing this. That's your friend. That's why with the baby,
But he's not doing features
you're
with
now you're
nobody.
young boy's friend.
He's not doing features with nobody. So what
He
you
does
mean
it
I'm your
with
friend?
a select. He's picking who he picks and chooses who he want to do it with.
Mm,
Like Durk could do a feature with anybody. He just do it.
right, right, right,
Young boy ain't doing that
right,
because he can bring the crowd himself. He don't need the feature.
right. Is young boy arrogant in this situation?
Very, very much so.
Is that because
He's
you're from
arrogant in
Chicago,
life, and
Gigi?
that's why I
Are you saying that because you're from
no,
Chicago?
no, because I've actually watched him. I feel like he's very arrogant in life. Like, oh, I ain't scared of nobody. I kill everybody. I do this. I do, and it's you gotta be careful. This man got like 10, 12 kids. Young boy got, and it's like he don't care. You don't care the type of stuff you're putting out there because that's why I was telling you the beef seems like it's constantly escalating, and it's like who's next? Who's gonna, who they're gonna try to kill next? Is it gonna be Young Boy? Is it gonna be Durk? And it's just like y'all. Nobody's thinking about their kids and their family and how people are gonna feel when they pass if they pass because of this stuff. And it's foolish. I mean, it's foolishness. There's nothing you can do. King Von is not coming back. He should never been out there fighting anyway.
Right.
Like you too old for that. Grow up. Leave, like you said, that's that Chicago mentality. Leave that in the hood. You're not in the hood no more. You making money. Make your money and go about your business. He would have still been here today had he not fought that boy.
What if he would have walked up and started talking to Lil Tim and explaining to him why the beef was not good? You think that would have worked?
He didn't have beef with Lil Tim. He had beef with Quando Rondo.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
he was egging it
Excuse me.
on. King
Excuse
Von
me.
was egging it on. King Von walked out that door and King Von hit Quando Rondo.
Is it King? Is it King Von's fault that he's dead now?
I honestly say yes.
Mm.
Because you got to learn to control yourself. When you get to a certain magnitude, even if you're not at a certain magnitude, you need to learn that everything don't need a response, everything don't need a fight, a shooting, or none of that. If King Von did not hit that boy, if King Von had went a different way, went out a different door, did whatever, went home, he would still be alive today.
Mm. And
But he didn't do that.
with that being said, Gigi, I already told you, you stuck the fork in it. You stuck a fork in the beef. Now guess what you're doing? You're putting it in the pan now. It's done. It's over with. That's all we gotta say about this whole entire situation for right now, ladies and gentlemen. But we'll be back as news develops. I want to thank you for joining the show, Gigi. So once again, why don't you tell the people where they can find you at?
Y'all can find me on Instagram and on YouTube at Behind the Scenes with Gigi. And you can also find me in these comments.
Hmm. Yes, you can.
Go
Uh,
like and subscribe.
yeah, like and subscribe to my channel as well. And I also do interviews, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I do interviews. You need your interview? Get up with me. Go to that Gmail that's on the screen right now, low from the go at gmail.com. Get up with me. Get your interview out here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, and with that being said, I just want to say peace.